Hello everyone, welcome to the International Overwatch League Week 3 Tier 3 matchup between Spud and Neso. I am your solo caster today, Swan. So thank you for joining us. So Spud and Neso are both in Tier 3 in the console pool, and they are both 2-0, so undefeated. It's a great start to the season so far, so I'm expecting a pretty entertaining matchup for now. And we are starting on, personally, one of my favorite maps, Lijiang. So let's see what both teams come out with. It's like a sim of both teams kind of getting on the point. Turrets are there. Kamikaze took out Chipmunk, so that's DPS now, but where he got the Dimples. I do think this Reaper is going to do pretty well here, unless the sim, like the power up, gets the shields. But Neso had the upper hand in this fight and is gonna just finish off the last two enemies. Wow, okay. So that first fight gone. Spud decided to switch to a pharmacy, knowing that Neso does not have a hit scan to counter it. Though a BAP is a hit scan, so you gotta watch out for that. Watch out for the shadow to come first. Yeah. Beat comes out. Counter shadow. Oh my god. Okay. Weggy. Yeah. Nice. My ankle guard too. Charged. Celestial on the map. So sort of the Diva Bomb Shadow combo got a couple, and Spud takes control of the point. And so yeah, like I said, you shatter these Diva Bomb. Chipmunk has a Deadeye, and we can kind of see that Neso opting to go for the right side. Spud does go Widow, but then comes back and switches to 3. Let them up. Window comes out right at the point right there. Watch out for this Death Blossom. Yeah. Okay, solid attempt, but I mean. Okay, so now has control of the point there. I mean, I'm not sure. Like Death Blossom is pretty solid, but I mean, Chipmunk shut that down right away with the flashbang. Kind of knew it was coming. I mean, with a pharmacy and a diva, I mean, looks like Neso making the right call to just go white boom.
Surrender to my will.
Comes out, Shadow gets one with that 200 HP damage up close. Havoc sort of behind them. Yeah. Okay. So Spot needs to sort of retreat a little bit. Spot misses the flashbang, but still able to get the pussy. And oh, okay. Deadeye comes out on Spud. And Spud will take this first not map at this point. Whew.
Score 1-0.
Okay, well, thank you for those just tuning in. We are watching the International Overwatch League Week 3, Tier 3 console matchup between Spud Life and Neso. And Spud Life just took, like, well, not first map, but like first round. And I feel like they sort of did a solid job. That pharmacy was sort of pretty effective, and some nice combos with like the Diva Bomb and the Shadow combo. Quick Joe's done pretty well on the Vine, so. Kamikaze is going junk this matchup, so watch out for this, like the Hanzo versus junk. Kamikaze took out Force, so 5v5, but Spud Life while missing support.
This will heal you.
And Dappo goes down. Not sure how that happened actually, but that's not a great. And of course, Celestial's over here just trying to heal up everybody, but he's just kidding. He's just. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, yeah, you're going against a Junk and a Hanzo with all that spam damage, and then a Zoya that has pretty high charge. So. Oh, got two. And Celestia fell off the map. I don't know. Maybe trying to avoid the Riptire? That's could be. But that just buys Spud Life more time, and Neso is supposed to reset. Watch out for the Grab Dragon combo right now. That's what I believe Spud Life is looking to use. I mean, I know. Yeah. Okay. Well, and as you know, great job by Ratty destroying the immortality field. So. They could get 4 kills off that grab. So Neso has to touch point for good, and they do. Simultaneous coalescence. B comes out, so both teams pulling up all the stops right now. Ratty just firing. Oh, rush back. What's up, Reggie? I believe it was. Oh man, that that immortality saved them. But Ratty. Oh, wow. Okay, so I understood I turned away from Ratty. He of course gets a couple goes with a concussion mine, I believe, but Spud Life won this first map, and I mean there's all combos there like Diva Bomb, Shadow, Grab Dragon, some Riptire. So I mean Spud Life played quite well, definitely, and Neso just has to regroup a little bit and decide how they're gonna attack this next map, and I actually don't know what the next map is. Let me look it up. Okay, the next map is Route 66. Cool. So. Oh, well, thank you for if you're just tuning in. We are watching International Overwatch League Week 3 action with Spud Life versus Neso. And Spud Life won Lijiang, and now we're on Route 66. Just teams asking for a few swaps, so I'm going to do that, and we should be getting started in a few minutes for the second map. I will see if both teams are ready. Okay, we're just waiting for both teams. Okay. Spud Life says they are ready. And awesome, I will believe I'm studying.
Traveling to Route 66. Initiating match.
Cool. So we are on Route 66, and Neso is looking to rebound after their defeat on Lijiang. And Spud Life is kind of looking to maintain the momentum and get a second map victory.
In 30 seconds.
So definitely this Route 66, this first point is sort of dominated by this high ground right here that's Spud Life on.
We need a moment to ensure all our equations are correct.
And they are deciding to go with a pharmacy again, which was effective for them on
Thanks for the assist.
Lijiang.
2, 1. Attackers
So-
incoming. Stop
And
the
then we can
payload.
see the pharmacy just trying to poke some shots in from above, and Kamikaze wanting to pick off the pharmacy before they could get that much points. So Neso going with a Rhine Sigma Spud in the backline over here, trying to create some chaos. And Ratty takes out Kamikaze, so Celestial goes down, so the VAP is down. All Neso has right now is a Mercy for heals. And Ratty, okay, himself before with Pharaoh, you can do that. But Spud Life
You're fully healed.
has won this first fight, and sort of off the back of, I would say, Ratty and Joe, but everyone played pretty well there. I mean,
Here it comes.
Joe already has a mind, probably will use on point, I would say. So okay, I'm sorry I missed that. Ratty did have the barrage and got 3 of them. And then Emo Mouse used window. So now we're down halfway in the time bank, and unfortunately Neso doesn't have much to show for this effort, but they have plenty of ults to use now, including Bob and Pulse Bomb and Ant Matrix, so I'm sure they have a good chance to do this. Okay, but Dapper goes down. But alright, so both supports are down, 1 for each team. Spud is kinda putting a lot of pressure on this backline over here, but unfortunately it seems like the tank matchup has been a little favoring Spud Life. Yeah, we can just see sort of Spark is in this back and takes out the Mercy too, so
60 seconds.
but like I said too, I think Spark is doing a good job of like kind of contesting, got the pulse bomb kill, but it just Neso really isn't creating and getting enough picks. I mean, got a couple picks that fight, but like they can't afford to have the Mercy go down as the first kill. Like that's tough. So oh my God, Spud with the putting on a tracer clinic right now, man. Holy cow! Great job by Spud right now, getting 2 kills with the pulse bomb, and then the rest of his team is cleaning up. And with that, Neso will cap second point. I mean, maybe not as much time as they wanted, but still a healthy amount, 2.5 minutes. Sometimes you can carry that momentum all the way and cap second point pretty quickly. So, yeah, Kamikaze took down Ratty, and like Spud died, but did take down the Ballistic, which probably really trade. So, yeah, we sort of see that Spud Life using this high ground up here, and Joe just kind of rolling around, trying to get some kills.
Dein Schutzengel ist da.
Raj comes out. Wow, Weggy got 2 right there. Oh, okay, so he tried to eat that pulse bomb, but just a bit too late. And I mean, yeah, like with a sort of a difficult post point now, Neso looking at pretty close to capturing second point with like only a minute and a half. So Joe touches. Bob comes out. Other Bob comes out. Both Bob to get killed.
Let me show you how it's done. Let them up.
Okay, well, so sort of that Bob looked pretty pivotal right there, and Spud and Kamikaze just applying a lot of damage, and Neso will have second point. And we see some swaps here from Spud Life. They switched to a Brig. They had a bat before it as well, so they went Brig more.
This will restore you.
So keep an eye on Spud with his pulse bomb. Gets stunned, looks like. Probably, yep. Oh, okay, well, I mean, does get the kill on Joe, but dodging process.
I get the idea.
Need to sort of use that as a starting point to get some other kills on the Brig, and so Neso has 45 seconds left and almost capturing the third point.
I am your shield.
Oh, okay. So Bob, Ant Matrix, Celestial gets another one. This Ant Matrix is getting a lot of value right now.
My shield's up.
Раундон не вытащишь и рыбку из пруда.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
Cool. Well, if you're just tuning in, we're watching the International Overwatch League Week 3 matchup between Spud Life and Neso. Both teams are in the Group B of Tier 3. And actually undefeated, so both teams are 2-0. So I thought this would be definitely an entertaining matchup, and it has been. Spud Life took Lijiang, won both rounds with some. It was pretty close. And now we're on Route 66. And Neso had a rough first point. I mean, they really only captured it with a few seconds left on the clock. But they were able, second and third point, sort of kept that momentum, and now capped third point with 11 seconds left. So I mean, I bet they're probably pretty happy about that. Some great work by Spark on Tracer. Tricksters were key. So Spud Life is looking to kind of do the same thing and cap third point, and maybe we'll get a bit, pretty entertaining Route 66 matchup. Oh, wow. Wow, so Spark and Kamikaze got some kills.
Connection up.
And again, this is sort of on Route 66, you have that high ground on the gas station. Is really where defenders sort of just hang out as the cart moves past the corner.
Here it comes.
Activating the barrier. Gaze into the iris.
Ooh, Batty goes down by the Tracer. Oh, so Spook used Pulse Bomb, but died while using it. I don't think it even came out. So I believe Kamikaze is still alive. Yeah, he's still alive, but he's gonna die pretty soon. Okay. So Spud Life captured first point with a lot of time on the clock, and like I feel like I haven't been giving us shout outs to Joe on this ball. Just I mean they've last round they also did big ball composition, and sort of like with the ball just running around, poking at people, touching the back line. And this Lux Ratty on the soldier, and now Spud Life. Wow. Okay, so that they short work a second point, to be honest. I mean,
The payload
that wasn't even really much of a contest. I feel like Neso maybe just got some those staggers kills. I feel like when they were closing off first point, like kill on the Mercy and then the kill on Kamikaze, like the Ash. So
Activating the barrier.
I'm interested to see how this third point goes.
Do something!
Second guess uses trance, and looks like Dimples just saw that, like, oh, Lux right after. And it sort of worked because Neso's gonna win this fight.
Qui janvier?
So coming up for alts, Celestial has this amplification matrix at their disposal.
Heroes never die.
Spud Life also uses amp, so sort of a counter alt. Joe is in the back. Oh, wait, he ate the pulse bomb. Let's go. That's okay. It's always. I mean, you always feel pretty proud of Steve when you eat a pulse bomb grab. So great job by Wiggy to eat that. However, the fight seems kind of like stalled right now, and with Ana gone, second guess kind of Spud Life has to retreat.
We should get the payload moving.
And Spud Life, I believe they're running a BAP. Let's see. Now they're doing a BAP Ana. Maybe they're running. They're running a low. The big helicopter sport. Oh, nice! Good flank visor. Gets one, but Kamikaze able to kill Ratty. Oh man! Nice Diva bomb. I wonder if, Weggy, I did not see the animation mentality. Seems like Weggy maybe saw that he did already. He did. Decided to Diva bomb.
Light them up.
Oh, Batty goes down. Oh man, this is unfortunately I don't know. Wait, he has another bomb already. What? So just sort of Neso is trying to get all the people coming out of spawn to get this. And unfortunately they weren't able to. I personally like that swap to Reaper at the end there because, well, Neso had the McCree. Like, the Reaper can take down tanks and take down, like, any enemy pretty quickly. And once if you get him out of spawn, like, that's smart. And then shout out to Weggy for, like, that. Well, first they ate the pulse bomb by Spark, and then they got that Diva bomb, which sort of opened the door for them to push third point, the second half of third point, and then Weggy got another Diva bomb within a minute thanks to the Nano. So now we're looking at both teams having opportunity to push the cut again.
As usual.
I don't like this standing around.
5, 4, 3, 2.
So again, we are seeing the Sig Ball comp on side of Spud Life with a Ashe again, but Torb, Batty's going with Torb. And then we Neso using a Rheinzoid comp with double hit scan. Spark when it going this high ground right here.
Get over here, healer.
30 seconds remaining.
So Joe comes in. Oh, Chipmunk. Oh, Joe goes down. So, and now Spark is behind them a little bit.
10 seconds remaining.
So while there's not really get overtime here in a second. Spud Life has this high ground control, and Joe is already back at ball, so gets the mega, and he gets his mine, so that would be crucial. This sort of that's tough, but he's going back. Wow, Bob doing damage. And Neso could win this. Seems like that Bob right there, and then Ant Matrix. And with, I think Joe's Wrecking Ball was dead. That's tough. So Spud Life is forced to regroup and try to just all they need to do is win this fight, one fight, and then they'll have the opportunity to push the cut. Yeah, Joe has the mines right now, so probably gonna do look for point on point right now. Yep. Oh, Buckhoffman takes out Batty. I'm not sure how that happened, but and now Buck has Visor. Oh man, so Neso's gonna win the Batty is on high ground. Joe's still alive, but this can definitely show you sometimes when like you get into overtime and you're like, oh, wait, like I thought I was like, oh, you're doing win one fight, but it's tough. And Neso sort of has some ults. They use grab and they use visor, but approaching, they have Bob, which this Bob is pretty crucial in winning these fights. And Chipmunk doesn't have a Bob yet, so watch. Look at that. What is that even? That's fortunately got punished right away. I don't think he was looking for that. Spud dies, Waggy killed him. Nice job diving. Ooh, Waggy. Oh, nice pin by Joe, and Neso just didn't have enough numbers on the point right there.
5. Switching sides. Initiating match.
So yeah, Neso made a fantastic push, end of third point, and I mean, now Spud Life has the chance of will they be able to advance that far. We'll see what happens, but just seemed like Neso was sort of dominating those fights. I mean, a couple in a row with Kamikaze, with those like Bobs and Spud.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Had some visors, sort of was definitely. It seems like Spark is likes to use heroes such as like Soldier, Tracer, and flank around the back line, and that's been effective. So. Five,
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Escort the payload.
Buckle down. Get it done.
Neso situating themselves on this high ground above the gas station. Nice rock by Brush, but Junkrat was able to come back into cover. And I believe I'm wondering with this then, is Spud Life able to get these picks that they want quick enough? Like that's why you use this Discord orb. And maybe Joe, they can pick him off with Joe.
60 seconds.
Oh, unfortunately, Spark used the healing station and basically saved him, and Neso will win this first fight.
Seconds remaining.
Oh, Ratty gets the kill on Spark with the question mine. And eyeing another kill right now, but wasn't able to get the axe. So watch out for this Bob by Kamikaze. Use it.
What is that melody?
Oh my. Wow. That Lux will definitely play in the game, I believe.
Team kill. Victory.
Cool, well, if you're just joining us, we just saw Neso win the second map on Route 66. And we have a good game in our hands, everyone. Yeah, this Flux without got rid of the immortality field and everybody was low. Great job by Neso there. I mean, both teams, if you're just doing it, both teams capped third point and had time on the clock. But Neso just were really effective and on the second offensive push, and Spud Life just couldn't counter that. So our next map will be Hollywood. Give us a few minutes here while we change the map, any substitutions, and water break if you need it. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in to watch this matchup. We're watching Spud versus Neso in this Tier 3 matchup. Both teams are in Group B, and both teams are undefeated with a 2-0 record. So a good start to the season for both teams, and I mean, we have a pretty compelling matchup already with the score knotted at 1-1. Spud took Lijiang and Neso won Route 66. And we are moving to Hollywood. Awesome. So I'm going to start it in a few seconds.
Welcome to Hollywood. Initiating match.
Cool. So we have seen a lot of different comps so far. I mean, with the Rhine Zarya, the Sigma Ball comp, Rhine Diva, the tanks. So both teams sort of proven that they can play, I feel like every hero in DPS wise too. Especially we've seen Ashe played, and Spud, as I noted in the last map, seems to be prefer playing Tracer, Soldier, those two, and there's a lot of heroes, mainly BAP, Mercy with some Ana,
You know,
there
Anna,
as well, and some
there
more
are procedures
rig
we
towards
could
the
look
end.
into to repair your eye.
And then,
Very kind.
so Hollywood, I mean,
Comfortable
I can
with
get
who
out of
I
this
am.
room.
It's a good dream.
Hollywood is
5,
definitely about the high ground, especially on second point.
1. Attackers
As for this first point, some teams opt to stay on that high ground right up there. Looks like Neso is saying, oh, maybe not, maybe they are going high ground, but so double shield on Neso, and then Ryan Zarya, Spud Life. Oh, okay, Mercy goes down, and Rush Oxygen takes down both healers. When you lose your Mercy, the first pick is a Mercy. That's
Barrier in place.
seems like you're gonna lose the fight. So,
Maintaining
Spud Life has to regroup here and try for a second push. I mean, it was kind of tough taking that, taking this left side, and I like the strategy of doing that, but it's like just left them sort of vulnerable. And now Kamikaze is on the clinic right now with a couple of dynamites. Spud gets killed trying to escape. So Lamb, I believe Lamb is going to come out. No, they don't have Lamb, so the flux. Oh man. So
Team kill.
Let me get you patched up.
I recommend moving behind somebody.
So Rush used that flux and combined with sort of like the damage of Ash. Neso takes off everybody. And again is taken down. Wow. Rush can back up a little bit. Okay. Can help his team.
Revolutionary.
So, Spud Life both times has chosen to rotate to this, like, sort of stairs, and I mean, while that sort of makes them choose this high ground, it's just tough because it leaves them a lot of opportunities to then attack them. As again, this would be similar type. Oh, big shadow. Fight playing off the high ground a little bit. And Kamikaze has another Bob. So, yeah, that's kind of tough because I believe Kamikaze has used one, maybe has the cool hit. Spud Life, like figuring that using a dive comp now to sort of force the attack. Chipmunk is Nano? I think it was. Kamikaze goes down. Bob is right here, and it's a bit of a tough fight, but
I recommend moving behind somebody.
Spud Life will take this. So with that, with some solid
Objective
damage
A
by Chipmunk and Ratty, Riptire. To some extent, probably switching to this dive comp helps Spud Life as they they rotated 3 times up that stairs and without much success. So Neso using this high ground. Ooh. Nice headshot. Wow. So, I don't know if everybody was with that, but Joe sort of knocked several of Neso off high ground, and then that allowed Weggy and Chipmunk. Well, Chipmunk used Dragon Strike, and Weggy sort of helped dive some of that. So that was a smart play by them. Nice. Mostly goes down on the side of Neso, and that means everybody's really going down on Neso in this fight, unfortunately.
My hairdresser should be in there.
Stop me if you've heard this one before.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Last time I checked, this was not my trailer.
See through the dragon's eyes.
So while Joe is in this backline sort of forcing things, I don't know if he has enough support right now. Yeah, it looks like he's just backing up and waiting for his team, as a few people had died in that last fight. Waggy goes up to contest the pharmacy. Dope. Oh! Alright, so. Alright, right now, I mean, get to this diva because Waggy and Kamikaze gets ratty. Spud is getting close to capturing third point. And like I said, I feel like switching this. Oh, mostly goes down. Dive comp was pretty successful with that. Oh, that's unfortunate. But with Neso so close to the spawn, I believe that they'll be able to win this fight. Maybe not without doing some head loss.
30 seconds remaining.
Got this.
Okay. So that's 2 picks, 6v4 right now. Spud Life should push. Ratty goes down as the Tracer, so it's.
This is not your
Cool. So that's kind of funny. It sort of mirrored like the Spud Neso's first push of the cart on Route 66, where like on Neso on Route 66 like had a really difficult time on first point, and once they got first point they like kept getting like some solid ults and had that ult economy going, and they capped third point. And right now we sort of saw the same thing where Spud Life kept on rotating up, like let me show you the camera, like up the staircase, and then Neso was just on this high ground sort of picking them off using Flux, Kamikaze on this Ash, and then Spud Life switched comps a little bit and then took first point, and then I mean, maybe lost a fight or two, but 1 second and third point, and now cap with a few seconds left. So now it's Neso's time to showcase how they're gonna attack this first point on Hollywood.
5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Oh. I believe Force will res it. Will Force res that? Yeah, Force is gonna res that. Nice shot by Spud. Unfortunately, the Vine soldier is down, but Spud just literally right off the bat got batty and then got
Dein Schutzengel ist da.
So on the backs of Spud, well, I mean, Spud, all the team contributed, but that early pick, and then forced us to use the res, and then forced them sort of to push up a little bit. Nice job by Spud on the Widow right now. Quickfire gets Staffer, and Spud Life has control of this fight right now. So win. So one thing about Widow though is like, well, if you have a good Widow, you can win a lot of fights, but like sometimes the element of surprise can be a key factor, and I do feel like to some extent Spud had that element of surprise on this first point, but maybe it's continuing to showcase that, I mean, sometimes it doesn't matter, like a good Widow can do a lot. Visor came out, they went grab, the Visor grab, and then also beat to win that fight with Neso. Joe! Okay. Okay, cool. So, unfortunately for Spud Life now, Neso has this high ground control. And I'm hoping Weggy sort of, if it doesn't get DMAG, they don't get DMAG, try to force the, look at that, like, yeah, that's just,
no one can
Ratty
hide
beat
from my
Kamikaze.
sight.
And it is sort of challenging on second point defense in Hollywood. You come out of that room, almost everybody comes out of that room right there, like this room, and it can sort of make it difficult for teams when you come out of the room and you're like, oh, the enemy's right there, and they had that high ground too. Shadow, Dimple shadowed, but really Spud Life should be. Ooh, I like this grab. Just get all the squishies in it. But sorry, I'm just... Okay, and Neso with that grab, like that, yeah, using that grab is like really try to get that squishies because their Vine was dead too. Spud Life's Vine was dead. Oh. Tricks. Chipmunk kills Spud with the coach gun. And looks like Neso just isn't really that neat against picks here, but then not. Weggy, I feel like every single time Weggy is getting at least one kill with the D.Va bomb, so I mean that's good. Unfortunately, well that does help with Spud life, but unfortunately for Neso, they won't be winning that fight. And Spud has Dragon Strike. Rush isn't close to grab, so I figure they're not going to do grab Dragon. Oh, I mean, that's it didn't really need Dragon Strike though. It sort of did to kill that ball, but wow, Neso basically just take out the entire team. I mean, great work by Neso, and all they have to do is pretty much kill this mob and get this stragglers, and they have the point.
Let them up.
Complete. Score 3-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Cool. Well, right now we are watching the International Overwatch League Tier 3 matchup, console pool, and between Neso and Spud Life. And both teams are 2-0 currently in the early going of the season. So one of these teams will go home 3-0, the other teams will go home 2-1. However, there's sure plenty of time left in the season to rebound after a loss here tonight. Neso has 2.5 minutes. And now Spud Life only has a minute to attack because they capped
Let's shoot for a new high
third point with
score.
only a couple seconds left. And with this D.Va ball combo, I mean, Joe has been doing well on the ball, I would say, for sure. Just kind of use this probably fairer to cause chaos from above. What's up? Oh wait, okay, I just missed that. I'm sorry. It's not like mid-cap pick right now, but like Joe went in, the power drive, but Shipman got a kill and then just gonna kill themselves with the Pharaoh rocket. So only 15 seconds left for this push for Spud Life. Okay, Spud goes down. Nice concussion to get a few off high ground. Fortunately, Shipman's dead. Oh, Joe's just gonna go down. Oh, yeah. Oh, what this is? Okay, this is tight. Both teams really. And since Spud Life has a bit of a closer spawn, they could win this. Oh man, Kamikaze gets to this is oh my god, this is really a crazy contest from both teams. And I think
Take cover.
that wasn't a C9, it was more like you just have 1 or 2 people fighting with Spud Life, and like one of them they both leave the point. Oh man, that was close. That's just tough for Spud Life since they had that great contest. However, they didn't even get a tick off it.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely sort of a scrappy fight there. Teams just trading kills, and at the end it sort of came down to the team that had to touch, like
Attackers incoming.
Neso,
in 30
like
seconds.
Kamikaze got 2 kills
I
there,
got tired of
and that may prove crucial.
Keep training, and maybe someday you could learn to handle a real weapon.
That hammer doesn't look so heavy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Enemy corner.
Is these deciding to go up? Oh, are they? Yeah, they committed to go top right here. Oh, junk. There's a junk ratty. Spam nades there, so Neso might be deciding not to go that way. Chipmunk gets Kamikaze, losing from this high ground right here, and it's wow, it's gonna get a bob really soon. So both teams sort of trading one high ground, and now Neso says we're gonna commit, drop down, and that favors the Cyclones right now as they are gonna win this.
Should have kept your head.
And just all they need to tick right now, and that's what they're gonna get as they win Hollywood.
Victory. Play of the game. Double, triple kill. Double.
Wow, so we are Neso takes a 2-1 lead in this series. Next map is Hanamura, everybody's favorite map. Oh, not really. Some people may have prefer Hanamura. I mean, I know for me 2CP, I don't always prefer it, but I mean, we have it, and with Hanamura, I would say there's like lots of interesting comps that you can use to get to first point and second point. So okay, so yeah, just give us a minute as I swap teams, any substitutions, people take a break, and we'll be back with some Overwatch in a few minutes. Cool. So we're waiting right now just for teams to get ready for the 4th map in this series between Neso and Spud Life. Neso has a 2-1 lead. They lost Li Jiang to Spud Life, but then rebounded and won Route 66. And we just finished Hollywood, and now we are heading to Hanamura. And both teams have played well with some kind of great plays from DPS, tank, support, for sure. It seems like in that last map there, Neso, like, those bobs proved pretty decisive on the side of Kamikaze. And Rush played an excellent Sigma. Okay, so we're just hanging out right now. Should be starting in just a minute, as both teams let me know that they are about ready. And yeah, about to start it. So.
Traveling to Hanamura. Initiating match.
Great. So as I mentioned like a few minutes ago, Hanamura, while it is 2-3-peat, lends itself to some cool compositions that you can run with, like a Symmetra going on attack. Like you can kind of dive right in. The defense sort of opts to have maybe a hit scan up here on this, or like hit scan right here, and then like a Hanzo or Junk or some other DPS right here. So we can see right now that Neso are maybe reading my mind a little bit and going with a, and also, yeah, Mei, I can't forget a Mei, sort of using the wall to block off enemies, to isolate them, and capture the point. And for Spud Life, we can see that Batty doing a Junk, looking, wants this like pick to kind of get. Okay, so and yep, and the Symmetra too. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Right now, both teams sort of poking out each other. I believe that Spud Life knows that Neso has the sim, and so yeah, holding back a bit. How many? Wait, they're down the BAP though, so I don't mean, is this really gonna be that effective when you're like only have your DPS Oh, but Batty goes down to a turret. Oh no. Oh no. Chipmunk gets Dimple. This gets 2 actually.
Activating the barrier.
And wait. So right now, while Neso may have that upper hand for Spud Life is making this comeback right here. Partly on the back of sort of, well, Joe had that shadow up there, used it to his advantage, and Chipmunk is holding on to a Deadeye right now, so Neso got a tick, only 1 tick actually. I mean, they almost got second, but wow. And we are watching Spud again on the Widow, popping off. Grab, beat comes out, and we just have Chipmunk hitting some heal. So I know for me personally, this definitely reminds me of a lot of the times that like we're attacking on first point 2 CP and like my team is just struggling. It's like, oh man, it's just it's gonna be rough.
Activating the barrier.
However, Joe goes down, so Neso has this opportunity. They need to push. Chipmunk, what is he is absolutely on fire right now. He's dominating but I don't, do they have the numbers on point right now? I don't know.
30 seconds.
Heroes never die.
I mean, I don't even want to like move off Chipmunk because we might get another kill while I move off him. However, yeah, as soon as I go off him, he gets 3 kills. Well, they get. I'm sorry for misgen. I don't know. I just default, and I'm saying McCree too. I apologize. I'm really. I so used to live saying McCree for 2 years, and now like Cassie for only a couple months. So I do apologize if I'm saying that. I'm just so used to saying that. The name. Anyway, we did see that Neso had several opportunities to cap first point. I mean, Spark went down immediately to the junk, and then they tried to TP left side, and then only the DPS went, and that sort of provided an opening for them, for Neso to get that tick, but Spud Life came back, and were able to hold them off and hold them off like again for that final fight.
You could learn to handle a real weapon.
That hammer doesn't look so heavy. The true enemy of humanity is disorder.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Forward, my friends.
Let's watch and see how where he decides to place this TP. As you can look on top right. Oh. Wow, that was fast. That was kamikaze. Like batting within like a second. That was like.
Point me in the right direction.
Right now, seems like what's working pretty well for Neso is just this Ashe on high ground being pocketed, and then they have a Torb running this double shield comp, like sort of a standard comp. However, Spud is killed.
Get in here!
This right now, Neso is sort of on point right here, trying to protect this. Rush, flux, and gets one and gets another one off. Okay. So that was a decent push by Spud, like I would say, but unfortunately, just like
I get the idea.
Rush and Sig, this double shield comp, like sort of we see this Sig on playing choke, and then Dimple is back on this Orisa. I'm currently looking at how this animation can be used by email, and then grab Dragon also to get this immortality killed, destroy it, and then grab Dragon with Spud Life. Alright, Sig is down. Now they use Amplification Matrix. All they need is what they actually need to kill the it's not
Good.
oh man, Batty is so they use grab, Dragon Strike, Batty. I mean, Junk is that's not like just get killed by the mind when using slugs.
Victory.
And we are headed to a decisive
Play
fifth
of the game.
map.
Bitte Universum singt für mich!
Double.
Active.
Awesome. So,
Epic.
honestly,
Impressive, if I do
I will
say
say
so
this
myself.
series is sort of showcasing the versatility of Sigma. Both Weggy and Rush are using Sigma like with those fluxes, being able to sort of like hold and take space as Sigma, neutralizing enemies with like accretion. And that's proved to be like, I mean, while Rush did receive that play of the game, Weggy was showcased on the end of the game board. So, yeah, Sigma is, I mean, some people he says he can be a main tank. I mean, technically I would say off tank, but he can be both. Like I said, we are heading to a fifth and final map, and that map is Ilios. So control map. We'll be here for a few minutes while teams grab like water or anything, just rest, and I'll be back in a minute go grab something as we finish out this series. Now tied 2-2 after Spud Life won Hanamura. And we will see which team will remain victorious, will emerge victorious on IOWL. Okay. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in to watch this matchup between Neso and Spud Life. Both teams competing in the Tier 3 bracket for the console pool. And both teams are also in Group B of that bracket. And also both teams are undefeated currently, a 2-0 record. IOWL will determine who will remain undefeated, which team will go home with a 2-1 record. However, that's, I mean, like mentioned earlier, it's early in the season, so there will be plenty of opportunity for the losing team to get another crack at the winning team, I'm sure. And so, as I sort of saw in Hanamura, like sort of the power of Junkrat to some extent with and I mean Chipmunk excelled on Cassidy, and Ratty dominated on Junkrat to some extent. So on IOWL, I don't know, you can use Cassidy. Junkrat, I don't know if the greatest, I mean Junkrat I feel like almost used any map. However, IOWL, they can go back and forth. Like, so both teams are ready. So I will start this. I'll start this, and we will finish out this close and pretty entertaining series, I would say. Something both teams may pull out of the pocket is the pharmacy. We did see it used in some previous maps on Hollywood and Lijiang, and IOWL is a fantastic map for pharmacy, or just Pharaoh. And we are starting on Lighthouse. This map, I mean, kind of go straight to point. You can kind of play this high ground.
I was bound to pick something.
Pretty cool. See what happens. Kamikaze opting for the pharmacy, while Spud Life is saying we're gonna go sim, we're gonna TP somehow, maybe TP right up spawn.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
Oh, this is my jam.
Don't worry, my friends.
Spud Life says we'll go straight to point, and Neso is gonna kind of take some of that space that Spud Life provided them and go after them on point.
The objective is now.
Oh. So both healers went down, I believe, on one on each team. So it's a 5v5. Spud is controlling this point. Sort of just like the barrel poking. Oh man, and got a barrage already. Oh, we caught a boop him off, yes. And you So right now Spud Life Spud falls off the map. Maybe recalled. I think recalled fall off the map actually. Anyway, Spud Life like Kamikaze used barrage and got a kill, but sort of died in the process. And Ratty, Turrets, and Chipmunk on Cassidy cleaned up sort of the kills. The Shadow's gonna shadow, look for Shadow. Mortality shield is down. So got that pin, and right now all Spud Life has, well, they have Coalescence and
Time to raise my APM.
Diva Bomb. Kamikaze with his barrage, I'm worried that they might not have that chance to use that as they wanted. Got one, but that's just not enough. Spud Life had a pretty
Activating self-destruct
pathetic first round victory.
Score 1-0.
And sort of like with that map in particular, like a lot of teams just prefer to just stay on the point, and Spud Life did that. They sort of like with that they had a sim and they had a Chipmunk on Cassidy, who just able to kind of stun people and. Neso had to touch and to get the point. Really sort of did good job. I would say Joe was, I think it was a mirror matchup of that Vine, and Joe did a solid job of kind of countering the other dimples. So we are now at Ruins, and Ratty fast kill on Dapper. And Celestial is really low too. Great start by Spud Life on Ruins, and Chipmunk took out Spud. Right now, look at the ult difference. Joe is almost has a shadow, and Dimple is almost at 39%. Right now, like that might be tough right now. Yeah, Joe uses that shadow. pin Kamikaze.
Surrender.
Okay. Coalescence. I'm not sure that that was as effective as Mouse wanted. And Spud, again, I mean, throughout this whole series, I mean, whether on the Widow or the Tracer or the Soldier, Spud has put in some impressive displays.
Nothing's gonna stop.
And right now, Neso will flip the point. However, Spud Life with 58%, so that's nothing to sneeze at. So maybe Neso, they have 5 ults right now. Perhaps like a grab shadow combo. And if they can escape Blizzard right now, and I don't maybe they actually can. Okay, so Neso has all these ults and they didn't get to use them that fight with really Ratty used that Blizzard and pretty much felt like converge on the enemy and got victorious. So this might be last fight territory right now and oh, and he ate them! He ate the map! Wait, he ate the map! Oh my, oh man, that is however this died and comes out. Scrappy fight right now.
I'm on fire.
Oh man, that was really great. Like I thought, like if you eating the grab would be crucial, but Kamikaze and Spark was like, no, we're not gonna lose right now, and Spud Life did get it to 99, so they just need to win one fight, but Neso is proving that they are not going to go down without putting some impressive displays in Overwatch right now. What is going is that Spark in the backline? Yeah, Spark in the backline right now. Close to a pulse bomb. Blizzard comes out. How many Blizzard get? It gets Dimples. So Dimples 625. Kamikaze has a visor, but is frozen up. Chipmunk is 2, has a high dude. Oh. Okay. Kamikaze was still alive. Oh, Shadow. Oh my god, what? No way, no way. What is this? Dapper takes out Joe, but both teams are like down at just a couple people on the point. Wagon boosts them back, and no way. That was... Wow. I thought that Spud Life had that. Oh man, nice stick, but it didn't. He didn't die. Oh, but in the end, I don't know if that mattered. Dapper's dead. Both teams battling on the point yet again. I mean, these control maps definitely create a lot of chaos, and we are going to a third round on Earlios. Oh man, that was... I'm kind of glad I'm not even
1-1
playing, because I would be kind of nervous. Going so 5th map, 3rd round, and it is well. played Ruin, played Lighthouse. We were going too well, and wow, I mean, Neso looked close. Looked like we're gonna lose that a few times. However, Kamikaze and Spud would not give up, and I also say too, like this more Lucio comp, sort of a rush comp, provided them a lot of sustain in that fight. Like more using Fade, be able to heal itself. Lucio has self-healing, so this Lucio more comp, I mean, it could be pretty effective for this map too. Something to sort of keep your eye on. But right now it doesn't matter. It's watching Chipmunk and Ratty just take out most of the team.
Now to accelerate.
Thanks for the assist.
Let me get you patched up. Performance.
Wait. Oh, wow, nice job. So, sort of, Raz comes out. Ratty has a pulse bomb. And Spudlight's figuring with this dive comp and sort of Farah and pulse bomb didn't connect there, unfortunately. Maybe not what they were looking for, Ratty. However, just seeing like, okay, we'll use this ball diva comp to force things, make the squishies on Neso kind of use their cooldowns, and right now, like we're seeing sort of the success of that. Joe's just rolling around, just making it hard for Neso to really do much of anything. Right now, like 2/3 of the time, next time Neso's gonna touch will be like close to maybe 80, 85, 90. So it's certainly not over yet, but looking good for Spudlight. However, Rush has Whole Hog, Kamikaze has Visor. Neso all basically by the point. Took out Rush. Moved him off the map. Oh my god, that's
how it's done. Necessary.
and Raj. Wow. By Rush, but it's too little, too late. As Spudlight takes 12, wins the map, and wins the series.
Play of the game.
Well, I really appreciate everybody tuning in here to see Ratty with this incredible blizzard headshot.
Triple kill.
Gets Lucio as well. Lucio, Tracer. And in the end, I mean, it seemed like that dive comp of Spudlight was just too powerful for like Neso to counter that. And with that, Spudlight will improve to 3-0 on their record in this season. And Neso will fall to 2-1. However, still plenty of games left to play, and I mean it's demonstrated tonight that both teams, I mean, were equally capable of putting on some incredible performances of Overwatch. Overall, I appreciate everybody watching, tuning in for part of all the stream, part of it, all of it, some of it. And I will probably turn off the stream. But thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Watch some great players on these good teams battle it out for Overwatch supremacy. And yeah, there's always streams come up. I think there's one tomorrow to one Sunday, so check out those when